Good evening and thanks for joining us. Carly, most of the chuck wagon drivers are in Calgary right now, but there's still a bunch left here in Lloydminster for us to enjoy, right?
Very much so, and this is one of the only 2 times out of the entire chuck wagon season that both the drivers of the CPCA and the WPCA actually compete against each other. So if you don't have a chance to make it out to the Stampede, not to worry, world-class chucks coming right here to our very own backyard.
And Carly's excited, as you can tell. And Shauna, how's the weather going to look for that, like the next little while at least?
Well, the next couple of days not so good, but I think you both will be very excited about the weekend forecast. But now let's take a look at what's happening across our region. We are experiencing some light showers as they're starting to move into our area, and 17 degrees. And how does it look across the Lakeland and Battlefords? Lots of cloud covering the Lakelands with some isolated showers, and in the Battlefords the rain is starting there. So with all these cooler temperatures and precipitation, what is our weekend going to look like? I'll have your full weather forecast coming up a little later on.
Lloydminster RCMP arrested a wanted man earlier this morning. 28-year-old William John Lewis was wanted on a Canada-wide warrant for breaching his armed robbery parole conditions. Police say that Lewis was arrested in the border city without incident. RCMP would like to thank the public for their assistance in locating him. Colonial Days brings quite a bit of excitement to the border city, but that's not all. Actually, that's the wrong story. We're going to run a different one now. In an 18-month period from July of 2009, what is known as the Kitscoty corner took 3 fatal car crashes. Now, complaints from the people of the region have caused the government to take action, and they have since upgraded the corner. But in the better part of the year, has it all been worth it? This is a view from just off of Highway 16. The newly elevated intersection with increased signage urging drivers to slow down has made a huge difference, according to Joe Bowser.
The changes that they made are great changes, and the province did step up to the table and do the things that they said they would do immediately.
Bowser was a driving force behind getting the corner revamped. His business is located just off the highway, and he's still seeing bad habits from drivers crossing the intersection.
We still have a lot of speed and traffic going up and down that road, mostly truckers.
It's been nearly a year since the improvements have been made to the intersection. However, Bowser, along with other Kitscoty residents, would like to see an overpass built. Unfortunately, that won't be in the works for quite some time.
But delaying the overpass for 3 years isn't something that we accept very easily. However, you know, we're still working with the province on trying to bring that a little closer, faster.
In the meantime, Bowser would like to pass on this message to other drivers.
Slow down, be cautious. Please understand the Kitscoty turnoffs are very dangerous turnoffs, and the lives that are within this community are very important to us.
Well, the Royal Tour is over, but the memories of William and Kate will forever stay with their adoring fans. For one local, his memories are of the pictures of the royal couple that he'll add to a photo album of other royals he snapped pictures of in the past. Kathy Lee has the details about Don Whiting's Royal Calgary experience.
I can see her.
And you can see her.
When Don Whiting arrived in Calgary for the Stampede Parade, immediately he could sense excitement in the air.
There was certainly lots of anticipation about the royal couple, and that's probably why the crowd was, you know, a little more apparently this year than most years. I think they said 425,000 people on the road, so yeah, you could sense it.
Because so many people wanted a glimpse of Will and Kate, Whiting says he lucked out by finding a good seat.
By 4 o'clock, there's no curb seats. 4 a.m., there's no curb seats left. So have to be there early, and it was just because of the goodness of another chap there that had some extra spots that we were able to get.
But it wasn't at the parade when Whiting got a snapshot of the royals.
The rumor was that they were going to be at the Palliser Hotel, and the Palliser was doing some renovations. So, and then when you seen that, you know, news crews were waiting outside, that looked like a good possibility. But in the end, they went 2 blocks down the road to the other hotel.
Unfortunately, after all that waiting and running around, a vehicle got in the way of Whiting's money shot. But he says,
that's okay. It was still fun, and I guess we were there, so that's all that mattered.
Whiting has photographed many royals in the past, and the hobby started when he met the Queen and Prince Philip in Lloydminster in 1978.
Was on ambulance duty that day, which was for the Queen, and there was 3 of us on duty that day, so that was kind of the highlight of the royal life. And then have had a chance to see Queen and Prince Philip 3 times since then.
Whiting plans to keep taking royal photos, and while they may be worth something one day, he doesn't plan on selling them.
I think they're just of interest, more for our family. They'll probably end up in the local archives someday.
Kathy Lee, Newcap News.